18, Jaws. 19, Stephen King films. Shining, Misery, It. 1990 version. Yeah, I know. Keep in mind, I wanted to watch the 2017 remake, but I added in the 2017 remake, but we never got to watch it. We were busy with our own movies and other movies to catch up on. But my mother likes the original It more. I guess it's the Tim Curry charisma. That's probably it. And of course, The Mist. As a Walking Dead fan, I love The Mist. All right, the 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 ending really. Sorry, I don't want to spoil much, so I'm getting carried away again. All right, I'll just shut my mouth and continue. 20, Alfred Hitchcock's 60s Universal films, Psycho and The Birds. But keep in mind, Psycho was not originally Universal. It was owned by Paramount. But I think because of it was released by Paramount. But I think because of the pre-48 Paramount sound library, Universal owned the rights of Psycho later on. Probably, I don't know. 21, The Blob, the original with McQueen. I could not find the 88 remake. Alright, but I love the original more. 22, cult classic Jeffrey Combs movies. Reanimator and The Frighteners. I love The Frighteners. And speaking of Psycho, the theme from Reanimator, that was based on Psycho, for those who don't know. Although, now that I think about it, why am I talking about horror films facts? God damn. Sorry. 23, Candyman. 24, Nightmare on Elm Street. 25, speaking of Johnny Depp, Edward Scissorhands. 26, my personal favorite, the Universal classic monster films. 1931 to 1954. I know, the collection says to 56, but those were the Creature from the Black Lagoon sequels. Alright, just the first one. And I'm gonna go over Dracula, Frankenstein, Bride of Frankenstein. I know it's the Mummy next, technically, but I wanted to watch Bride of Frankenstein after Frankenstein because I love the franchise, and Bride of Frankenstein is my personal favorite out of all of them. The Mummy, The Invisible Man, The Wolfman, and Creature from the Black Lagoon. I know I didn't add in Phantom of the Opera, but like I said, 1931 to 54, not the 25. Although I wanted to watch the 25 original with Chaney, but I was probably lazy. And it was on Tubi, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it was on Tubi. And yeah, I could have watched the Rains version from 43, but it didn't have enough horror elements. It had more musical and drama elements. 27, Evil Dead 2. I know, I could have watched the first Evil Dead first, but Evil Dead 2 is better. Way better. Alright? Besides, technically, Evil Dead 2 is also a reboot, not just a sequel. 28, sci-fi Arnold Schwarzenegger films. The Terminator and Predator. Granted, those are more sci-fi action films, but like Jurassic Park, they had horror elements. And I wanted to watch Terminator 2, but again, couldn't find it on a streaming app. But, moreover, 29, Supernatural James Wan films. Insidious and The Conjuring. 30, Child's Play. I'll be honest, I did not watch Child's Play on the TV. Actually, I watch it on my phone. Yeah. Uh, my mom doesn't like Chucky. She's afraid of. She gets creeped out by Chucky. um, like when she first watched Toy Story, that creeped her out as well. Even when she works for Disney. I don't know. I mean, it makes. I mean that makes a lot more sense if she's afraid of a moving, living, inanimate object like a doll or a ventriloquist dummy. But still. But anyway, yeah. Yeah, I didn't watch Child's Play with my parents because, well, Child's Play was free on MGM Plus, but I'm not sure if we had MGM Plus. And again, my mom gets creeped out from Child's Play, so I had to watch it on my phone. And finally, of course, 31. Halloween. Surprised? Yeah, I'm not surprised that you would be not surprised. But still, I mean, hey, I saved the most iconic Halloween for Halloween. I know it's redundant and generic, but still. On a personal note, I also watched Nosferatu, The Amityville Horror, An American Werewolf in London, Swamp Thing, Tremors, Death Becomes Her, Hellboy 2: The Golden Army, Hotel Transylvania, and of course, sequels to some of the listed movies. There were even some episodes from TV shows like Summerween from Gravity Falls or the Treehouse of Horror episodes from The Simpsons. And of course, there were films that I regret not putting on the list, or films that I haven't seen but wanted to watch. The films that I have seen but not put it on the list: King Kong, the original from 1933. Yeah, there's like 3 freaking remakes. It's like Star is Born. Uh, sorry. Carrie, again, the original. I can't help it. All right, I can't help explaining the original with the year numbers. All right, there's like so many friggin' reboots. It's kind of hard to keep track. Uh, but yeah, Carrie from 1976, Piranha, Cujo, The Cabin in the Woods. I love The Cabin in the Woods. I'm surprised I didn't add that on. The 2017 remake of It. Well, technically, I did add that on the list. We just didn't watch it because apparently the original It was enough. Jordan Peele's Get Out. I love Key and Peele so much. Seriously, Peele outdid himself with Get Out. And A Quiet Place. As someone who loves monster movies, A Quiet Place is very underrated. So underrated that I cannot believe I didn't think of that one when I was making the marathon list. Yeah, I know. I suck. Sorry. Ugh, I'm talking too much. But anyway, like I said, I also regretted not adding in movies and TV shows. Actually, I have seen Stranger Things, but I regret not adding in a Stranger Things episode. I mean, at first, there are some episodes that I do like the iconic episode where Max is almost taken by Vecna, and there's the running up that hill music, iconic. And of course, there's the last episode, the piggyback, both in season 4. But I feel like I would have to choose an original, uh, from season 1. Like, I don't know, probably the one with the clown. I mostly seen the show once. Like, No, 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 no. I've seen it twice, but still, um, kind of it. It's kind of hard to choose an episode. But anyway, for the films that I have not seen, uh, but wanted to anyway, Hellraiser, Trick or Treat. I know it's pronounced Trick or Treat, but it's got an R and a letter R and apostrophe in it. So I like to call it Trick or Treat. Sinister. I wanted to watch that, but I didn't get to. Hereditary and Midsommar. Yeah, most of the 2010s ones I did not add on. But anyway, with that being said, I had a great October. Especially when I house sitted my grandparents for a week. But, moreover, to those who would eventually watch this video, I mean, at the same time, I kind of hope so, to be honest. Um, but anyway, I hope you had a good October. A good October marathon as well. Strangely enough, I'm usually cynical enough to not wish anyone a good anything. Oh, what the hell. Well, I'm Tyler Roan, and like, subscribe, comment, and all that. I don't care. Again. No, and no. Me saying I don't care at the end of every episode, that's not going to become a catchphrase, alright? I'm not going to give you the pleasure of admitting that that's going to become a catchphrase. It's not. But anyway, goodbye.